What's happening, guys? In the company vehicle today, we are doing the Golf today. Well, we're rescuing it.
Mark III colour concept, 3.5 actually.
Right, so we're going to rescue that today because it's been left abandoned and it's not in the best of condition. We've got hazmat suits and breathing apparatus. About a 5-minute journey to where it's stored. Yeah, so we're going to try that now. And yeah, what else have we got to do to it, Rubble?
It's just full of mould, so it needs a good clean out. Try and trace where this water's getting in from.
It's got water ingress, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a convertible, so could be getting in anywhere really. Seats out, wash, wet vac everything up. We didn't have the Vax cleaning machine last time, and it had lost some hydraulic fluid from the roof, which Cabe changed all the lines. We'll show you when we strip the bits out. So there's probably still a bit of that hydraulic fluid in those seats somewhere, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say it was really, really bad on the underneath the driver's seat, wouldn't it? Because it blew on that arm.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get it all out. We'll see what that Ghostbusters does, really, wouldn't it? It'd be interesting to see how much it can draw out. But yeah, so let's get started. Right, what's happening? Just jumped out the van, and here it is. It says Golf. As you can see, she don't look happy. She really don't.
Have a look at this.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't really want to get too close, but bloody Nora. Look at the steering wheel. The floor's nice and clean, though.
It's just full of water.
Yeah, look at that. That's dreadful, mate. So, he's going for a clean. It's just, I think what he's trying to do is just get the majority of the spores out, just so he can sit and drive it properly without dying. Oh, it's horrible.
So on these Golfs, you actually get 2 keys. So because it's a 3.5, you get the normal ignition key, which has got the chip and everything in it, and that fits the boot.
Yeah.
And then that's the original key for the doors. If you wanted to, you could take the door barrels out and they will pin you a new barrel to fit this key, but then that's not part of the 3.5. It's you nicking the character from it. So although it's a bit annoying having 2 keys, because this is obviously off the Mark IV as well. Yeah. He likes to nod. Here's the battery. There's the cover that should have been on it.
What'd you get this at? A lawnmower?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Ready? It's not got a beeper on it, is it? Yeah, look. Just doesn't.
No, because they're tapered, aren't they? These.
Okay, what?
So we don't put it the right way round. Live goes to live, not negative.
Negative. I'm not stupid. I checked it 3 times. Batteries on. 1 happy Rubble.
Cool.
Okay, so on this, we've replaced thermostat housing on that because the last one was just like the Corsa one, wasn't it? Brittle and terrible. And we've done the sensor on this one as well.
And we've done all these new rubbers because these break on these.
Yeah. So
go for the starting, baby.
Yeah, let me put the tools away and then we'll go for a proper raw first start. Right, so we are going to start the Golf. Fully raw.
If I give it a start,
Yeah.
check for, do you want to start it? I'll check for leaks.
Yeah. Alright, ready? 1, 2. Three. Got the little Nothing seems to be dripping or leaking. What I am going to do is I'm going to look underneath it to see if there's any power leakage.
Power leaking.
Oh, there is a spot. There is a little spot.
Of what?
I don't actually think it's off of this though.
So I bought this car from a classic car auction in Ashford, the Hobson Park where we got the course from. Because it looked amazing. Not realising that the roof didn't burn, this didn't burn. But on its good side, it has all the can melted water pump done, which was in 113,000. 140.
Yeah.
That was the fifth
21.
Just under 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So 1,000 miles, so less than 1,000 miles in 2 years. What a waste of money.
I don't know whether you can hear it, but we're having a bit of idling issue with it now for some reason. But here she comes.
Well, brakes are definitely rusted on a bit. Stinks of mould in here, and you saw how bad it was. But, you know, it's not for a car that's sat there for probably 7-8 months, I would imagine, all through a harsh winter down here in Kent. You know, it's all right. It needs a good clean. We've got these little dehumidifiers to sit in it over the winter period, but obviously not early enough. I only got them a couple of weeks back. I love this car. It reminds me so much of the early 90s, and we all wanted a Golf when we learnt to drive, but you couldn't really afford one. Just really the basic ones. They were still quite a new car, so they were quite expensive, and I just love this retro dash. You know, it's not cracked, it's not split, it's lovely. The only thing what these do suffer with is this steering column cowling. They fall apart, they're so brittle they just break into bits. And on this 3.5 colour concept, they're solely for this car, where the steering wheel goes up and down and in and out. It doesn't do that on the Mark III. I think it just goes in and out, not up and down. So trying to find a new cowling is almost impossible. But we'll be on the hunt for one, or if any of you guys have got one, I'll have it off you. This steering wheel as well, it's the Mark IV steering wheel with the airbag in it. It's not as nice as the Mark III one, but you know, I need to keep it in the car to keep it original. But yeah, it's driving all right now, to be fair. I just think it needs a good old run out. Definitely a clean. Bit of a biohazard, I think. So should have really wore a mask, but couldn't really do the filming and talking with one on. But yeah, we'll get the roof down and everything. We'll show you how it goes. But it's a beautiful day down here in Herne Bay. Seas to my right. So this is perfect weather actually for getting this roof down and giving these seats a wet vac. We'll just come to a stop there and it hasn't stalled, so it's obviously starting to get some decent fuel back through it. Hello!
Just removing the seats out of the 3.5. So what you've got to do, let's start. You want to remove this trim piece here. The other side was broken, but that's all you do is just pick it up, pull it. Same again this side. Move all the stuff off of the floor. And then roll it back with the handle. Right, there's a little push pin. Alright, so you squeeze the push pin and then it just comes out. So stop. Make sure you subscribe. There you go, just like that. Push it like that. Keep that safe. And then you pull the handle up and just push the seat all the way back. It's just a little bit here that clips the seat in, but that's just part of the push pin. And as you can see, that does just come out. And all you do, just lift it up and out. As far as I'm aware, there's no wires that you need to undo. And that is how easy it is to remove. Done. I'm just going to clear all this up. Perfect for a bit of change, these. So we'll see how much money we can get out of the car. I'm going to remove the Allen heads on the back of the seats. This can all come out and the back bench can come out, and then that's the floor all cleaned. So we need to get rid of all these mould spores. Alright, just trying to film as much as I can. So these Allens are 5. Right, that's that one removed. It's got a cam in there.
Is it a cam?
Looks like a cam. Doesn't it? It is a cam. Yep. Mine is, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. Right, so to get these rear seats out, there's a little cam here. All you have to do is just a little flathead, push it all the way back, the back seat lifts out. What we've done is we've taken this out. You can see, look, full of water. So we're going to get all that cleaned up. I have said to Lee that we should take this side out, but this side's not really too bad. I mean, we're finding money left, right and centre. Old pound coin. Cut the 2p's. Nice. So I'm going to keep trying to strip down, see what we can get. Just under a little visual inspection, looking for this leak. I don't know whether you can see in there, but
That's what's blocking it. I don't even know what that is.
we've got this blocking it, and in there's an absolute budgie nest. So by looks of it, to take it off is these lug caps here. Yeah, Lee's taken one off.
Well, we'll probably try and hoover most of it out, but
You've got a load of mould sat in there as well.
not very good, is it? I told you it was in 2 ups. Oh, no, it's not. Let's get it flushed it outed.
We still need to do the other side because the other side was covered in the debris. That's the
Debristiger.
side the leak is.
The huff.
All covered in detritus.
Detritus. Yeah, the other end side's not as bad because I could get to the hole, the drain hole.
I'd still take the wipers off, mate.
I'm not gonna.
Huh?
I'm not gonna.
No, because you've done it by arms.
No, it's because I'm professional.
Basically what we found, so the... Sorry mate, can I just go in there? So basically the wing has decided to become a pot of rust. Yeah, a little trap of rust. It's quite common on Golfs. So what happened, Lee, do you want to explain it just because you were doing it?
Yeah, so the water runs down this windscreen and down into this scuttle, and there's drain hole in this corner.
Can I see that with the camera? Yeah, just there. Just that bit there.
And then the opposite corner. And I probably took out a good mouse's nest or whatever it was. Stuart Little was living in there with his family, feathers and everything. So that whatever you can see here, that grill there, the ECU plate, everything, you couldn't see any of that. It was just one huge nest. So obviously the water wasn't running down properly, getting trapped in behind that wing there where it should drain out, and that's what's blown that side. This side weren't so bad, so it drained off nicely, but that's a shame now because that's going to want a bottom repair. It's quite hard to match these colour concepts.
So that's that issue sort of being dealt with now. I hoover out the interior in a second once we've tidied up all the tools. We have got headrest as part of the seat. Just got to clean that off. And
so in America,
we've got all the mould there that I need to clean off as well. So we'll probably extend all this out. I might undo it from the bottom and then hang them out and jet wash them out properly. The carpet all needs cleaning off again. But this should be A1 as of today. Door cards need doing. But yeah, that's the main concern now.
This model, because it's a 3.5, so it's really a 80s, 90s shell. It weren't mandatory in this country to have headrests in the rear. That only came in about 98. So you could get away with things like that. I mean, you wouldn't get away with that now. You've got to have head restraint. So this is again what makes this car rare, because you look at the slightly later convertible, they will have the little dummy headrests.
To clean all that off, I've got a little picture of that as well. So that just needs tucking up, mate. I felt the foam and it didn't feel like it needed doing like the other side.
Just needs hoovering.
Yeah, so that side needs hoovering, that side needs wet vacuum as well. Well, they both need wet vacuum, but that side there needs wet vacuum because there's a bit of oil from where the rams burst, but we have fixed that already. Your seats are drying. This one's drying, that had oil stain on the top. So yeah, it's going well. So I'm just going to clear the rear bench seat now, put that back in. All it was the two 5mm Allen heads that I said before. And then it's the cams on the back there. So what you do is you just push your seat in and the cams flip over and lock it in place. Right, so these are the cams that I'm talking about. So what you've got to do, one-handed. Right, that's that one in there. Let me just get the other side in place as well. Right, both in, and all you do is you just push, and I'll show you again on this side if we can. There you go, that cam is now locked in, it's shut as well. There you go. So that's that all clean. It's looking really nice. Got to reset the seat belts. So all I'm going to do now is put in the rear bench. As the seat's back in, I'm now going to put the driver's seat back in first because that's what he's passed to me. It should be bone dry, leaving it in the sun. Yeah, so just going to get everything back in, then re-hoover once the seats are back in. It should go in pretty simple. Like I said, pull the pin, which lets the seat go in the track, slide her through, jobbed. Right, so that pin there goes into this bar here. So as you lift it, that's what creates your slide on the seat. So that's pretty interesting. We were just trying to work it out and where does it go. So it goes there and it's pretty easy to put back in. Seats are in, the seat fully in, all clipped in. Headrests need to go on obviously, but they're over there. Lee, can you bring the headrests? My little doggy in the crate. We've serviced the in the backs. It's looking a lot better. There you go. Lovely.
This little channel on this Golf is the drain channel. Should come down here all the way, and then there's a little hole here that it should drain out of, which then drains down into this seal here, which then drains down this one and should come out here. And they were totally blocked up, so we're going to clean them up first with some no nonsense and then give all the channels a good clear out. So if you've got one of these Golf convertibles, there's loads of these little drain holes like this, and like the scuttle that we've done in the other video, this was really clogged up. So anything you can do to help these cars drain is a good thing, because otherwise they will collect water. So let's give this a quick clean and you'll see what I mean. So we'll squirt some of that in there. So when I spray in this hole now, it should be coming out of that drain hole there. If it's not, can you give that pump, mate?
Yeah, go on,
So I'll try and do it at a bit of a wider angle. So that really wants to start coming out of there. It is, but slowly. So that is now working as it should have.
Thank you.
Amazing. So this actual piece of rubber works in 4 different ways. You've got a drain off in there, that drain off then drains into the bottom of that, then you've got this gutter what should go the whole way along as well. So we'll get it all cleaned out. Anyway, yeah, cheers.
Right, so the other thing we're doing is just adjusting the way the roof's... Oh, loads. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, just adjusting how the roof sits. Look, you can see what you're...
Lovely now, isn't it?
Just adjusting the roof because, yeah, it was just up. So we're just going to show you now. Right, so I'm just coming round now.
So they're the T-Fot locket, these lines here. That one's on 0 now. And as Cabe just said, it got really loose there. But we've wet back this roof. So obviously that's stretched a bit. So that's obviously what it is. In the summer it's lovely and tight, isn't it? So it's a T Summit. A T I can't see. And we're going to go all the way as tight as it can go. Whatever you do, guys, watch the windscreen when you're doing this. One slip and you're just going through, that is. Right. Oh, yes. That's lovely, isn't it? Go and do your stuff. Pulling it nicely down, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's much better. Oh, it's ripped the back open. Look at that now, though. Yeah. Yeah, MOT ready. We've got to do a CV boot. I'm not sure what the date codes are on these tyres. They're all pretty good tread on them, but I think they're well out of it now. Tracking, definitely, because you can feel it as you turn sharp corners. You can feel it snatch a bit, and that driver's side wheel's just tracking out a bit too much. It's come come well today. We fixed a few little issues, haven't we?
Definitely.
These rattly door cards, I didn't want to give yours a tap and show them what it's
Ready? Yeah.
runners. So we just found some runners that should have been attached to the seat underneath, where at some point someone's done the same thing, had the seat out and not clicked them back in properly, and they're just meant to take all your vibrations and your knocking out. And now when we wiggle the back of the seats, you got a little bit there. What's your one like, mate? Yeah, but they're a hell of a lot better, aren't they?
Well, yeah, you could grab hold of them and then nearly throw out.
Yeah. To do with a complete new nylon kit.
Yeah.
Little rollers, all the bits and
Well, I mean,
pieces.
the side, what were they, cams as well?
Yeah.
For rolling the seat forward. They were really
well
worn,
done.
yeah, so...
But now these are latching lovely now, look at that. Considering that didn't work.
Yeah. So it's all little bits now. This is ready to be parked up for another year.
20 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's looking good anyway, guys. It is really looking good. I think he's happy, which is the main thing.
But this is
It's
the
loads
bit
better.
I'm happy with.
Yeah.
This is now sitting under this rubber like it should have been.
Yeah, I don't know whether you...
What's going to be interesting is when we take it back for a little drive in a set, Guy's getting a lot of wind noise through this.
Was ya?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that might, because obviously the roof itself acts as the window channel as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if it's not completely down.
These rubbers are all right in here as well. Right, so we're just going to get a tool tidy up and then we'll do a little outro. Right, hope you liked the video today, guys. Something a little bit different for you. So that's the Mark 3.5. If I don't say colour concept, I think Lee would get the ump. So that's Lee going. Yeah, so that's the Mark 3.5 all done now. I say all done. That's the insides and all the mould taken away. All we've got to do now is the MOT side of things. But that being a different video, we sort of run out of daylight today. So the, like Lee said, CV boot and a couple of other bits needs doing, ready for its MOT, and that'll be going to MotorTech as usual. Got a car turning up tomorrow. Lee's going to Oxford to pick that up, so that'll be another little video for you guys. I'll post a couple of pictures up on Instagram, so make sure you follow us. That'll be just here in the video. So perfect. See you in the next video, guys.